Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about The Bad Guys. The Bad Guys is a 2022 animation based on the 2015 graphic novel by Aaron Blabey. I don't know. There are 20 volumes. I took a look at a few and they look adorable. I so want to buy all of them and just read them. They look so cute. And I think it was a bestseller. So the next step is to make an adaptation, and that's exactly what DreamWorks did. And I think they did a fantastic job. Directed by Pierre Perifel. This is his first movie. He's done 2 shorts in the past, and this is probably the best directorial debut I've ever seen. The cast is amazing. I've got Sam Rockwell, Richard Ayoade, Alex Borstein, Awkwafina, Zazie Beetz, and Craig Robinson. Sam Rockwell voiced Mr. Wolf. He's been on Moon. Link in the description. I've done a review on that one. Good movie. He's been in Green Mile, he's been in Poltergeist. Richard Ayoade, he played the Professor Hamster dude, I forgot his name. He's been in Soul and Early Man. Alex Borstein was the chief of police. She voiced Lewis in Family Guy. Awkwafina was Miss Tarantula. She's been in Migration, link in the description. I've done that one as well. She's been in Ryan the Lost Dragon, and she's in the new Kung Fu Panda as the new Dragon Warrior. Zazie Beetz was Miss Foxington. She's been in Bullet Train, also link in the description. I've done that one. She's been in Deadpool 2 as well, and she was in Joker. And Craig Robinson voiced Mr. Shark. He's been in Mr. Robot, also link in the description. I've done that one. Brooklyn Nine-Nine as well, and The Office. This guy, I love this man, Craig. Oh, love me some Robinson. Apparently, a lot of the voice acting was done remotely because of the pandemic, and since production started around the pandemic time, I think a lot of it happened there. And I'm just impressed that for Pierre's directorial debut through the pandemic, that this movie still came out as good as it did. I'm very impressed. So what's the movie about? We're introduced to the bad guys. Mr. Wolf, Mr. Snake, Miss Tarantula, Mr. Shark, and Mr. Piranha. You know what? I'd say these names are original because who the fuck would name a wolf Mr. Wolf? You know, I would never have thought. As far as I know, it's just Mr. Wolf. I don't think he has a name John Wolf. I doubt it. So these are the bad guys. They are a team of criminals. They rob a bank and they have a police chase in their very first scene. So they're just a team of criminals. We also meet the chief of police and Diane Foxington, the governor. Well, I called her Miss Foxington earlier, but anyway. So the bad guys got away as usual, and the next target is the Golden Dolphin, which no one has ever stealed before. Basically, it's an award for being a good person, which is being awarded to Professor Marmalade, a guinea pig millionaire who has a bunch of charities and whatnot. Obviously, since it's a heist, they have disguises, and their disguises are so ridiculous, I love it. There's a bunch of sneaking around, some setup like a big heist. I'll get more on that later. There's a scene where Mr. Wolf saves a grandma from falling. This is very important. I'm going to call her grandma. I don't know what her name is. An old lady slips, but Mr. Wolf happened to be stealing her purse, so he catches her, saving her from every old woman's doom, the stairs. She thanks him and praises him for being, quote, a good boy, and gives him a pat on the head. Wolf wags his tail uncontrollably. He gets chills. So he finally has a taste of what being a good guy is, and this is very important. They continue with the heist. There are a few roadblocks, of course, like the wolf, piranha, snake, shark, tarantula protection system. Fantastic. Did Dr. Doof make this invention? This is whack. So they successfully steal the dolphin. Just kidding, they get caught. But Wolf comes up with the genius plan. He convinces the guinea pig dude to set up a rehab for the bad guys instead of them going to jail. There are some experiments that they go through, blah, blah, blah. Just kidding, these are all important for the plot in some way, but this would be 30 minutes long then. You can watch it if you're interested. But they basically go through tests, and Mr. Wolf figures out, hey, I want to be a good guy. Basically, the bad guys are pretending to be good so that they can try and steal the dolphin statue thing again. And throughout the time, let's say Mr. Snake is like, you know what, let's pretend to be good, but we're secretly being bad, and he's really bad. And Mr. Wolf agrees, but he actually wants to be good. You know, shit like that. So, heist part 2, now they have a window to steal the Golden Dolphin again. I have to mention a musical number with flirting dancing, you know. I threw up in my mouth a little. I'm not a fan of musical numbers, but anyway. The heist comes to its climax. Let's do this. Big plot twist. Wolf backs out because he genuinely wants to be good. And, okay, now what? Another plot twist, of course. Someone steals the meteor display thingy and pins it on the bad guys. It turns out that the secret evil villain of the story, pinned it on the bad guys. Ooh, they want the meteor for its power. Oh my word. Plot twist amongst plot twists, you know? So the bad guys are in prison. It's all over for our heroes. Plot twist again, a legendary, uncatchable thief that they mentioned before comes to break out the bad guys. So now the thief, hero thingy, and the bad guys need to team up to stop the villain's evil plan. I have to mention the team falling apart cliche and the fancy hacking mumbo jumbo cliche. Like Tarantula is a hacker, but just bear with it. This is a heist movie. She clicks and hacks the whole world. 100%. Let's just get on with it, right? So the bad guys realize, yeah, we actually do want to be good, except for Snake, who plot twist again, double crosses them and joins the villain. So ultimate final heist to end all heists. They foil the villain's plan because plot twist again, Snake double crosses the villain because he's actually still part of the good guys. It sounds wild, but it all makes sense when you watch it. Like plot twist here, plot twist there. In the end, the bad guys turn themselves in. They serve their time in prison, and they walk out the prison, I guess having their time served, and they are now perfectly legal people, I guess. And roll credits. See, the ending, I'm surprised it was as happy of an ending as a happy ending could be. I mean, yeah, they got caught, but that's the way it's supposed to end. It's cool. So you can see from this movie that the director took a lot of inspiration from other popular crime movies and series like the Ocean's movies, and like the intro was in Pulp Fiction. I'll mention that again in a second. This movie is animated. It has some wacky designs. It's extremely goofy. Think Cloudy with the Trance of Meatballs goofy. But it has this polish that makes it stand out. It's a stylistic choice that I noticed. Also think of like the new Spider-Man animated movie. It's like that clean, you know? It plays out like a heist movie, like the narration of the plan, the multiple panel shots of the team all doing things at the same time, the double crossing, the double crossing, the flashbacks, heist within a heist, plot twists everywhere. It is seriously so much fun to just sit and watch. And for example, the details like the car looking so detailed and driving so smoothly, and the plume of smoke when people, like, let's say, jump, then there's a little thingy. It's the small details that elevate this movie to a really impressive overall looking and feeling movie. It's so fascinating. Like comparing this to other movies, it's so much better. You know, the film's opening diner scene is apparently the longest one shot in DreamWorks animation history, lasting 2 minutes and 25 seconds. I want to rewatch that. I swear it just jumps between two people. I don't know. I'm gonna have to rewatch that. The action scenes, especially the car scenes, are really energetic and they're exciting. The shots in the movie, in any case, are just always great. Voice acting is solid too. From scene 1, the music is funky and fun. I love the music, except for the musical number. Not a fan of musical numbers and singing and dancing, but you know what? It's a kids' movie, add it in. Why not? The dialogue is also good because it's sharp. There are callbacks to older conversations, hidden meanings everywhere. The jokes are gold. Assault with a deadly reptile. The Grandma Wolf reference to that fairy tale. It's so good. And I mentioned plot twists before, but the writing is so good to have all of these plot twists in mind and still make sense. I will stretch the believability of these things like timing because it's cartoon logic. For example, Wolf holding everyone up at the end. If I can get a screenshot, I'll hold it here, but like obviously one wolf can't hold a shark and this guy and that, but leave it. It's a fucking cartoon, all right? There are cliches. I admit this movie isn't perfect. There are fart jokes, which I would usually say is really dumb and pandering to little kids, but they implement these farts into the heists and the story. So, for example, the piranha dude farts, but he uses the farts to knock out security guards. So it's not even just there for a quick little fart joke, haha, let's move on. No, it's there because it's this thing, right? And to top it all off, there's a nice message in the story. The wolf, for example, is always the villain in the story, so that's why he became a villain, and he just doesn't care and just does evil things, right? Same for the whole gang, but there's always redemption and a second chance to be good. It's a nice message, and most importantly, you see it happen, because everyone genuinely turns around in the end. Well, except for the villain, plot twist villain, but, you know, everyone else. So with all that being said, I give this movie a 9 out of 10. In the age of all these cash grab remakes, the endless sequels, how many Minion movies have there been? the bad guys come in and show the world that original stories are still possible to write and can be executed well. I would have given this an 8, honestly, with all the cliches and all the other things. But when you compare this to movies coming out these days, 9, for sure. I'm super impressed with this movie all around the board. And a special shout out to Pierre Perifel. This is his first movie. Dude, fucking props, man. That is tough to just do that, man. Good job. Side rant. I don't remember where I watched this. Maybe in the cinema, but I doubt it. It was probably on, well, we have here DSTV. But this was my second watch. Because I remember back in the day, I'm like, I watched that. That was, I mean, all these shitty movies coming out. Let me rewatch Bad Guys because it was that good. And I didn't have my channel then, and I have my channel now. So, might as well. Also, I see Bad Guys 2 was announced, so I'm hyped for that. And but like I saw the trailer, and Snake is making out with this other chick. What are you doing? They better not have fucked up my favorite movie, man. Or at least my favorite movie since fucking Wall-E. They haven't released movies as good as Wall-E and Monsters Inc. since then. You know, like, I honestly think like Bad Guys can hold up to like something like Wall-E and Monsters Inc. because since then, I'm going to put up the date, maybe let's say 2008, 2010. How has no movie impressed me until 2022 with the Bad Guys, right? It's funny. Anyway, ranting. I rant long. I rant crazy. Anyway, thanks guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.